Computer update. Computer updated.
Reported 80% failing vital signs.
I play again. Hi guys, I connected the webcam for the first time. So this is the reason mic was not cast properly at the beginning. Now I connected mic. This is 75% render scaling.
Reported 80% failing vital sign track.
I guess I missed. So AMD fluid motion frames is not activated this time. So Quake 2 RTX does not support AMD fluid motion frames. Quake 2, so I applied just RSR only. Before a minute ago the Quake was just applied with the RSR only. It's 67% render scaling. 67% render scaling with ray tracing and over 40 FPS average. And now Resident Evil 2 Remake, I turned it on ray tracing on resolution 1080p. It was working after I installing some C++ JavaScript 2015, I guess. After installing those things, the ray tracing seems to working properly. So I turned it on, ray tracing and many options on, and I forgot to turn the FSR this time. So image quality is 100%. Native. In native images, it seems to work fine. But it's not in real situations. I guess heavily the hardware cores for ray tracing used. Some moments, some places requires more ray tracing hardware, I guess, and it's insufficient to provide fluent data, I guess. So no game data provided. People say that this is worse than the FSR mode. This is not mode. This is just AMD driver level FSR3. So when I move a lot, more than half a percentage disappeared. It decrease of the FPS. The ray tracing seems to work fine, but this is not a heavy fight. Just inside the building, nothing heavy. So light situation, even when I turning back quickly, the FPS decreases hugely. Walking quietly inside the building, it seems to close to 50-60 FPS, but it start to decrease. Suddenly,
What was that?
moving, look around quickly. Yes. So I decide to change the options, I guess. I think so. I recorded it day before yesterday, I guess. I think so. So medium, ray tracing medium now. So I also see this video, and this time I edited the webcam and explanation. So I'm also explain it by watching it now. This is inside the building, but it consists of 2 layers, 2 levels, 2 stories, so maybe it's difficult.
Son of a bitch!
At least sounds very low. There's 2 increase, so it's a big space, bigger space than just inside the narrow road. Yes. Good.
Jesus.
Good 20 below 30 FPS. 1%
Son of a
low
bitch.
is also
Fucking hell.
99 FPS is also
What the fuck?
so I change again. So I still didn't change the FSR. FSR is turned off now. Even though it's FSR 1.0, I didn't turn it on. So this is why
I can do
the
this.
frame rate is so cranky. So even though I changed the ray tracing low and ray tracing on with no FSR, so native resolution, 100% image quality, it crash later. So I just think the VRAM reached the limit, I guess, when the intensive scenes or the place she goes, then it crashes in the end because of the VRAM limitation, I guess. Insufficient VRAM, it reaches the maximum and then crash. So 100% resolution is definitely not recommended to use ray tracing on whatever, low or high or medium, not recommended. So I finally changed the ray tracing off and try the max settings. Oops, it's too much. Instantly I knew I can't handle it because stuttering even in the options settings here. "4K resolution? No way." Gunpowder, made bullets. So this is the max settings with the 1080p, right? I don't remember. I was sleeping or too sleepy now. I think it's a max settings, but it's not actually max settings. Max settings automatically set the resolutions to 4K, but I changed it to the 1080p, so it's a custom resolution, not max settings. 1080p, we cannot distinguish the details with in the max settings, so it's not max settings, it's custom settings. Still everything max in 1080p.
What was that?
Frames very high, more than 60 FPS, and that's why I could apply the FSR3 AFMF, but because of the lack of VRAM it crashes. So later I knew that I have to figure the FSR turning on. I have to turn on the FSR not to crash.
Oh no.
And I didn't play in depth. I never finished this game yet. Even I didn't finish I haven't finished the Resident Evil 3 remake. Running time 4 hours. I never finished it. So maybe ray tracing, I don't know, it may crash in depth gameplay. But anyway, at least this moment when I'm playing,
Bastard!
it does not crash if I change it to the FSR 1.0 on with ray tracing on low. So I didn't turn ray tracing on medium even, because I experienced the crash with the native resolution FSR and no FSR and ray tracing on. It crashed, so I turned on ray tracing on with low reflection, low light reflection. But now I remembered there is a FSR 1.0, not 2.1, so I applied it now and it's good to go. Yes, ray tracing, no, just recommended settings, cut, because I will make it as a custom settings. Everything low, then I may be okay to use the ray tracing with low. So this is what I'm doing. Everything minimal to use the ray tracing with the limited VRAM. So except VRAM, RX 6500 XT is a marvelous card. Now this card is another level. Another level and very superior card. And having younger brother, 6400. Yes, now ray tracing. I dare to turn it on as medium, so I just put in as low. Now here we go. Test again. Ultra quality, maybe just quality. Yes, this is also another fact. It, affecting the VRAM. The resolution affecting the VRAM usage. So that's why. No, not ultra quality. I think quality is better. I don't know what I have done. Shadows low, bloom off, motion blur off. Oh, so I went to the with ultra quality ray tracing on. FSR 1.01 on. Yes, see the resolution. Can you see the bars? Bars have appeared. Last time there was no bars with the full native resolution. Now I native, not native, 120, 100, that's why 100 1200 p resolution. I never checked that, so that's why the bars appeared. But it's not too much difference, so I think it's okay to go maybe 1200 p resolution, almost the same. That's why there is a bars. So it's the same. The bars without bars is 1080p, I think. It's good. Good. Much better with FSR. However, turning ray tracing on is
What was that?
a heavy burden anyway. Heavy burden against the FPS. Like here, frames drops heavily. Again, this card is RX 6500 XT, and this is ray tracing available card, and it's not the cheapest. There is a brother RX 6400. So this card is not absurd. It's natural. So to play this up to this kind of level, it can play. So I didn't move quickly. I just followed the road smoothly. The frame rates are quite high. But not over 120 FPS, because AMD suggests you using the AFMF in the situation over 60 FPS minimum FPS 60 FPS. You may better to use it, but this card is far from it. But if it's talking about FPS, yes, it's far from it, because when it used the ray tracing, its average is 30 FPS almost, and tank
Leon! I'll be right there!
when it's about 1% low.
Leon, we really gotta stop meeting like this.
Are you alright? Please, Chopper, it just came
But
out of nowhere.
anyway,
Yeah.
cutscenes
I'm fine.
looking fine,
I take it you don't have the key.
because not looking
No,
around
I
quickly.
don't. It's
So
good to see your
its
face, though.
average is
How are you holding up?
looks fine
I am
with
hanging in
the
there.
Hell of a night, huh?
99th percentage
Yeah.
FPS.
You find your brother?
I did actually. He's. Just when you think it can't get any worse. Leon, you should get going.
Don't worry about me. Just get yourself to safety.
No, Leon, seriously, they're getting through the fence. Please, just go.
We're gonna make it. Both of us.
Hey, Marvin, this is bad. I've got zombies everywhere. Marvin? Marvin, are you
So until the end of Resident Evil
there?
2 Remake
Marvin?
recording,
God, you gotta be kidding me.
now it didn't have the crash with this setting. FSR 1.0 ultra quality adapted and applied, and ray tracing on with low 1080p. Most of time it's smooth. So this is not a heavy fight scene, and this is not a simultaneously happening without many happenings. Riding a bike or riding vehicles is not kind of that, so I think it's very peaceful situation. Now, yeah, no, without crash. Now it's time to check about the Resident Evil 3 remake. So moving is just stand, turning around, so it does not change much FPS, but still suffering. It's not moving, just stand. I applied AMD fluid motion frames. So it's edited. Edited already. I made all the video 1 hour amount, and just I'm adding the webcam and explanation why I did the kinda benchmark like this. Just wandering here and there, and I didn't play it too far. I haven't finished it yet. All of the games here, I haven't finished it. Not only 4 games here. I have a few games which I finished. 1080p max, no way. So 1080p resolution and recommended setting. Yes. That's why 1200. I set the recommended setting, then it becomes 1200 in the capture card when I was connected and recording using the capture card. That's the recommended setting, 1200p. That's why there were bars up and down, 2 bars there are, and that's why it's a capture card. So I have to figure it out manually to 1080p, but it's a 1080p, just bars. It's affecting the list. 1080p 100. So I just found ray tracing, low, FSR, ultra quality or quality, then it's good to go. I haven't experienced the crash with this setting. This is not FSR applied yet. This is native resolution. It looks nice, but heavy dips. Yes, I found something weird. I'll change it soon. Yes. Graphics on low. Image quality, I found it. That's why frames rates are suffering like this.
Smells like... Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
I think FSR applied images are better than no RTX applied images are better than non-RT. However, even though there is no RT, some cheap RT options there are, like screen space reflection SSR, so you can use those kind of options on. Then actually images are not much differences, because that's also kind of ray tracing, so that's why it's called cheap ray tracing. So you can turn it on if you like the high FPS frames, higher FPS, but still want some ray tracing things, reflections, then you can turn some options. Those things are also similar to ray tracing. Ray is the light, so light tracing. So shadow tracing, light and shadow. So shadow, low shadow, shadow cache. So shadow medium, shadow high. You can set it shadows, then it's opposite of the light. Actually shadows is also about the light, opposite way. So actually shadows are also about it's as to lightning, because shadows are happening by the light rays, isn't it? Yes, crash. I didn't apply the FSR 1.0 yet. That is why. So I found the reason, and I know the answer. This is not capable of native resolution 1080p ray tracing on graphics card. So to apply the ray tracing, have to negotiate about the resolution, and resolution should be go to below 75% recommended. So maybe ultra quality may crash, then set it lower to medium. No, just quality FSR. So just negotiate further, lower, if it still crashes. So CAS supported, but there's a mark. What's that mark? I. Quality this time. CAS fidelity, CAS upscaling on. And I will definitely will apply the ray tracing on because it's available, and this AFMF technology increases the average FPS when the character is calm situation, not moving a lot. The FPS increases stiffly. Place ray tracing on with low reflection. This is not that crispy, but still looks okay to me. More than enough.
It smells like... Oh, I don't even want to think about it. Oh my god.
Shadows. There is a shadows. Shadow ray tracing and followed by shadow. Good. Good. But without ray tracing, there is a shadow. There are definitely shadows, right? Ray tracing is a new technology, which is heavily impact the FPS, even though it's the fastest card, because of the 4K resolution, 8K resolution, 6K resolution nowadays. So it's still suffering if it's applied. Yeah, looking very nice and no crash anymore. Now this is the last game, the Cyberpunk 2077. I already uploaded and I just cut the best part of the ray tracing scene. Cut and pasted
It's
here.
like they forgot people live here. They think AVs don't make noise? I can barely sleep.
So this is ray tracing applied.
Same here. Kids are still out like light night.
Ray tracing applied part. This is looking good, not bad. And I didn't do any parkour. I don't fight. I don't moving quickly. So smooth. I just moving smooth to get the high FPS and smoothly moving.
You forgot to spit on me.
Crispy and nice motions without sacrificing frames.
What's that?
This is it.
Anyone here? Hello?
I think it's almost done. Thank you for watching. I nowadays, because of this card, super fast card for me, and because of this card I knew the difference is between the low settings and the high settings. High settings looking better, and that's mostly because of the shadows. Details looking more realistic. Thank you for watching. This was Micro, and this was the test of the RTX ray tracing of RX 6500 XT card. See you in the next video. Bye for now.